I we got a few football updates after the festive week of the first very week of the UEFA 2025-26. It was the first round of the group stages, and now we realized very good results. From this, we're going to talk about Marcus Rashford, Frankie De Jong, Chelsea, and Manchester United. Let's dive in. Frankie De Jong is about to sign a new contract at Barcelona, despite some rings with Bayern Munich in the recent past, and also Manchester United when Erik ten Hag was their coach. Frankie De Jong was injured but made his return at the UCL and still played yesterday against Getafe, and so we can confirm he's doing very well, and he has always prioritized the stay at Barcelona than moving away. We also have Robert Lewandowski for Barcelona, whom could either sign a new contract or leave Europe to try a new chapter of his football career. However, we can confirm up to now that the decision won't be made quickly, as it might stretch all the way to November. Remember, Lewandowski said he wants to take his career at Barcelona day by day, game by game, so he can feel whether he's still strong enough to continue for Europe top flights, or he can move away from Barcelona. Remember, Hansi Flick and Robert Lewandowski have got a very good relationship, given that even they share the agent. The football agent that Hansi Flick uses is the same that Robert Lewandowski uses, and so they share a very good relationship for the two. But Lewandowski, we could see Lewandowski move away from a Camp Nou, but it is a wait until he decides. So about Robert Lewandowski, it is for him to decide whether he's gonna stay on at Barcelona or he's gonna try a new chapter elsewhere. We got also news about Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford with Barcelona. Yesterday he didn't start for Getafe, as he came into training late. Remember, that has been a rule by Hansi Flick, and he has been very strict on it. Marcus Rashford earned the player of the week in the UCL this week, but he came in late in a few minutes, and he was shown the bench, the same way that happened with Rafinha last weekend. Remember, even when he came in, Rashford assisted, and his impact was very significant. So this week he has had 2 goals for Barcelona against Newcastle in the UCL, and 1 assist yesterday night against Getafe. So Barcelona may consider paying the 20 million euros come next summer to make that move permanent. That is, if he continues in the same momentum. So Marcus Rashford could stay at Camp Nou come next season. That is, if he continue playing and putting work as he is doing right now. We have this question about Emegha, that is Emmanuel Emegha, and Nicolas Jackson for Chelsea. As it stands right now, Chelsea and Nicolas Jackson seems to have crossed books for each other. Chelsea does not really want to continue with Nicolas Jackson. Remember, he's right now at Bayern Munich with a 65 million euros that could be made obligation if he appeared the number of times they agreed, and as well as he score goals and impress at Bayern Munich. So right now, Chelsea and Nicolas Jackson aren't a thing, and Chelsea would like to let him go like immediately. Remember, also Emegha is a dedicated striker who plays a certain type of football that a striker should be playing. Remember, Nicolas Jackson has got a lot of misses and what, but tactically, Emegha is above Nicolas Jackson, and so Chelsea are preferring to go for Emegha more than continuing with Nicolas Jackson. So Nicolas Jackson and Chelsea, as it stands, that is over. It is game over between them, and it won't maybe continue, not unless something changes. But Emegha is a right for Chelsea kind of striker they want. Finally, Rúben Amorim at Manchester United. Remember, Sergio Ratcliffe traveled all the way to Carrington so he can have an official physical meeting with Rúben Amorim. Manchester United haven't started the season very well, but given they beat Chelsea during this weekend, now Rúben Amorim is, we can say he's off the hook. But remember, he has to win the coming games because beating Chelsea is only 3 points, and Manchester United wants to head upwards, and so he has to do a lot to continue staying at Manchester United. But as of now, the entire board in Manchester United, including Sergio Ratcliffe, really believe in Rúben Amorim. Remember, that continued run of poor results could have attracted the attention of maybe other suitors, other coaches who wish to be at Manchester United. But Sergio Ratcliffe has been very clear. He is very confident with Rúben Amorim, and he wants him to continue. Rúben Amorim, when asked what was discussed at the meeting, he jokingly said that Ratcliffe wanted to offer him a new contract, but that was just a joke. It was not about a new contract, and never. Remember, he has only been there for 11 months now, so a new contract wouldn't be topic of discussion. Maybe he didn't just want to explain what exactly was discussed in that meeting. So Rúben Amorim remains with Manchester United, and they are very confident with him. So in today's news, we have Lewandowski, who could leave Barcelona. We have Frank De Jong, who could sign a new contract before the end of this year. And we also have Marcus Rashford, whose contract would be made permanent at Barcelona. And we also have Emegha, who will join Chelsea as a priority striker, and Nicolas Jackson and Chelsea, whose game seem to be over now. And now Rúben Amorim, who is set to continue with Manchester United. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and if you have any questions, I will be willing to answer. I will see you around. Thank you.